Yo, guys, what is up? It's your boy Mitchell, your host, and your boy.
What's up, Saray?
Yep, my co-host. This is the Newbies podcast, episode 4. If I'm wrong, you know what episode it is.
Bro,
But
how are you wrong on the fourth episode, dog?
I'm not gonna lie, we took a week break, so it's messing with my mind right now. But first thing I want to start off with is Happy Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about this on the first episode, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. So, well, let me rephrase that. It didn't come up during the talks, but yeah, for Black History Month, I just wanted to shout out a black movie I watched this month. You know, brings back memories. Remember the Titans? Have you seen that movie, Ray?
Of course I had. I was forced to
Yeah, I
sit
know.
down and watch it.
Yes, bro. That movie I watched it like 2 weeks ago. It's actually like I mean, when I watched it in middle school for the first time, it was really good. But watching it again, yeah, it's a really good movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me shout one out too for Black
Okay,
History
I'm
Month.
surprised.
I watched a black movie this month, guys, and it's called The Blackening.
Oh,
I'm being so real with it. Last week.
yeah, I
Um,
know.
yeah, it's a comedy horror movie about black people in a log cabin.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's on Netflix, right?
I think it's actually leaving soon, so it
Okay,
might be out by this Sunday. Well, if you hear this before Sunday, y'all better watch it.
you definitely will. Yeah, remember the Titans is on Disney Plus if anyone wants to know. But the next thing now I wanted to say, serious tone. Um, Shout out one of my friends in the army. I met him. Um, he left an impact on my life. I'm not gonna put his business out there because I don't think that's respectable to do. But please, guys, I know this isn't that month yet, but it should be a thing we all do every day. Take care of your mental health, and please, if you need any help, reach out to someone, to a friend, to your a loved one. You know what I'm saying? If you're in school, even talk to your guidance counselor. You don't have to talk to them, but they could find you outlets of people you can reach to. Uh, Shout out my boy Logic. You can also use that hotline
Eh.
there too. But moving on, you know what I'm saying? Back to the movies now. Well, not the movies, but back to the topic of the day. Last episode we ended them off talking about our hot takes. Ray had some pretty good ones. If you haven't seen the last episode, go watch it. I'm not going to repeat any of them. Okay? This episode, we are going to finishing off our hot takes. Since Ray started off last time, I'm going to start off this time. This might not be too hot to some people, but my first take is Game of Thrones is is overrated. The reasoning of why I believe Game of Thrones is overrated is because every single time I hear people talk about Game of Thrones, they glaze it. You know what I'm saying? They talk about how it's one of the greatest shows of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give it its flowers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that hate on a show because of the ending. I learned my lesson the older I got, but a lot of people say Game of Thrones got bad during the last season, when in reality, in my opinion, the last 3 seasons were not really that good. I'm just gonna be real. They weren't the last two, like the two ones before the last season, weren't horrible, but they were just all right. There were good episodes in them. Like always, there's always gonna be like good episodes in a Game of Thrones season, but overall, it wasn't really that good. The last season, I'm not gonna harp on it too much because everyone harps on it. It wasn't really that good. I forgot the episode. like where the White Walkers show up and they actually like start doing their terrorist attacks. That was like one of the worst episodes I've ever seen in Game of Thrones. Like I'm just gonna be real. That episode was not good. One of my friends, if he listens to this, he was hyping that episode up, and it felt like I was watching it with shades on. I couldn't see what was going on. Do you have anything to say about Game of Thrones?
Not really, because I kind of agree with you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
I,
can't argue with a hot take when it's not too much of a hot take in our podcast.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I just do not like. I wasn't even a big fan of the first couple of seasons. Like, I like the first seasons. Don't like the first 2 or 3 seasons. Don't get it twisted. But I felt like it was a extreme slow burn. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen like that new spinoff they have that's going on in the Game of
House
Thrones
of the
world.
Dragons, I think.
No, the other one with the big sword dude and that one kid that looks
Oh
like,
my god,
I'm
excuse
not
me.
gonna make the joke, but that little
Okay.
kid. But I haven't seen that show, but people are saying that show is peak right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I'm never going to watch it, but yeah, I
Don't
guess
say
that's
never,
my
buddy.
take. Okay, you're right. Never
Next
say
week or
never. Justin Bieber taught me.
sooner or later, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I just watched a new Game of Thrones."
Yeah.
Hey, just let
But
it be, let it be. Kind
okay, moving on. You got what do you got, Ray?
of forgot where I left off, but um, I'll start off with this
I'll
because it's
mind
number
you.
5.
Okay.
I said Robert Pattinson will be a legendary actor in the same status as like Charlie Chaplin. He's gonna go down the history book, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Craig, stuff like that, dog. I don't know. I said Daniel Craig. I regret saying that so bad, but I think he'll be a legendary actor once he either plans on. I don't think he's ever gonna retire because I'm pretty sure he just loves acting because he loves acting. But dude, as of young of an age he is now and the impact that he has made in the industry, dude, I'm thinking he could be like next Willem Dafoe, you know?
But that's actually a take. Why do you say that? Like I don't see no disrespect to Robert Pattinson, but there's only like probably like 2 or 3 movies of his I would probably say like I felt like he was going stupid in. Like no disrespect to Twilight, I never seen any
What
one of
movies
those
are you talking
movies.
about?
Um the Batman, I liked him in the Batman. He was in that one military movie. Was it Dunkirk?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
dude,
was in there. And I liked him in Mickey. You know what I'm saying?
Mickey
A lot of
17,
people,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of people from what I heard weren't a huge fan of that movies, but I liked him in there, and I'm excited to see what he does in that new A24 movie with the legendary
Zendaya.
Zendaya. But
Legendary Zendaya is crazy.
yeah,
No, I'm agreeing with you though. She's definitely gonna be a legendary actor.
I just I don't know if he can be up there with Leo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge step from where he's at. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm just the reason why I'm saying this is because Robert Pattinson, he's like one of the actors that I know acts because of he wants to act. He doesn't just chase it like he wants the money, you know. Like, he's not like
Like
Tom Cruise
who?
where he like Tom Cruise. Dude plays the same exact role, gets paid millions upon billions of dollars just to play the same exact role. But Robert
But
Pattinson, dude, he started off at Twilight, became huge after Twilight, and then he
yeah,
was like, no, fuck it. I don't want to be like your generic superhero movie or anything like that. So he decided to go down
superhero.
to indie films, and he wanted to improve his acting. And that's when he reached out to Willem Dafoe, and he was like, "Yo, I want to work with you." And dude, have you ever seen The Lighthouse?
No, but I've heard of the movie.
Dude,
I know
you have
him
to
and William
watch it.
Dafoe were in that movie.
Yeah, dude, that's literally the movie that I want to say revived Robert Pattinson's career because it showed of how great of an actor he is. He doesn't have to be that cheesy wannabe like millionaire that wants to become a millionaire from acting. No, he's acting because he loves acting. He loves
I get what you're
pursuing, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Sorry to cut you off. No, I'm not. But I get what you're
That's
saying.
crazy.
But like Tom Cruise is also a good actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? He is like I know he probably acts the same roles, but he also has a lot of different movies. You know what I'm saying? Even from uh, Th-
I'm
Tropic
just talking about
Thunder. I don't know if I'm.
from his younger age.
Oh,
That's when he
you
was
mean
younger. Like now he
Tropic
just
Thunder?
uh Tropic
Yeah, well,
Thunder, yeah.
yeah.
The
Now he just does the same thing with the Mission Impossible movies. But I don't think it's because he doesn't love it. I just think this is what he wants. This is what the fans want, and obviously it has to do with it's an easy bag. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be
yeah.
delusional,
Dude, he
but
puts all of that shit in Scientology too, so I'm just
but
saying.
he's also old. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Robert Pattinson is young. That brother's old. Like he used to do his own stunts. Now he still does his own stunts, but he be getting hurt way more compared to when he was younger doing his own stunts. So I understand, I understand what you're saying, but that dude Tom Cruise has a love for acting. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he does his own stunts. You know what I'm saying? That dude has a love for acting. I would have probably chose a different actor because at least he has a love for acting and is good at it. I would have probably said someone like Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about like actors who pretty much play the same role, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Tyler Perry, but I'm just gonna be real. Like
Are you talking about the
that, I would have
singer?
probably no Tyler Perry. Medea, he makes the Medea movies.
Oh, oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean he's also a director and like a
yeah.
producer, but it's just a lot of his films are generic. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you know what I'm saying, that's why I would have probably not chose at least sit someone like Tom Cruise. That's kind of crazy, but that is a hot take. I don't know if I agree with that. I have to
Dude,
maybe I do have to
I'm
check out The
telling you, man,
Lighthouse, but I don't know.
just
He
give him a couple more years, and he and then he if he ever wins a Grammy award, dude, he's gonna be a
Grammy.
legendary actor, or not Grammy, Oscars award, dude. He's got it, man. I'm telling you, he's a great actor who's still
he
pretty young. I think he's like
there's a lot of
closing in
great
on
actors.
40, but dude, he's killing it.
He is. He's doing a lot of great things. There's a lot of great actors. I just don't know if I'd put him there yet, but I'm not mad at it. So wait, so would you not put Tom Cruise on the same level as Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, he's 100% the same boat. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like
okay.
Leo, like Leo, he's not only playing like one character. Even though Leo, I think he's like 50 now. He's not only playing like Mission Impossible characters. Dude, he's still out there trying new things. Like would probably like 2009 he was in The Great Gatsby, and next couple years he was doing romance, and then last year he played in another action fucking movie which he did amazing in, one battle after another. But yeah, dude, I'm just saying like Leo, he's diverse and he's willing to try new things, even though it's a movie that won't get like too much traction. And I know he has another movie coming out soon that's like not like a completely different role from one battle after another.
Yeah, he's
So
phenomenal. He is a legend.
yeah,
Uh,
I genuinely think right now Leo is probably, if I ever got to work with anybody, I think I would want to work with Leonardo DiCaprio as an actor the most, and like Robert Pattinson right behind him.
I would probably. I'm not gonna lie. I like to choose actors I like also good actors. But I would probably choose. Um, I've said this plenty of times, but Emma Stone. She's my favorite actor right now. I would probably choose her. If not her, I would have to go with my boy. Dang, why am I freaking on his name right now? Freaking Tom Holland. Those are probably my two favorite. I feel like Tom Holland is an underrated. He's an actor like Robert Pattinson. Like he's underrated because he's mainly been in superhero movies and in action movies. But I feel like just like you said, the Lighthouse showed people, oh, this dude has a bag. I feel like the same way will be hopefully because we haven't gotten any trailer yet. Hopefully, I feel like the same way will be with the Odyssey. But
Yeah, I'm just telling like I want to see like I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really watch too much of like Tom Holland's works other than like the Spider-Man movies. But I want to see him try something that Robert Pattinson did, and where he literally just switched the flip. Instead of being mainstream, he just became pretty much like an indie film actor.
I don't think. See, that's what I don't agree with. I don't think you have to be an indie film actor to show that you can act. That's what
No, I'm
I
just
don't know
saying
if I
like
could agree with that.
I want him to pursue a movie that is like not the best paying, but at the same time the story's really driven. That's the thing I want to see them more do, you know. Another actor that's pretty good at it is Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe does the same thing. He's a A-list actor or S tier actor, but he just takes on films that not too many people have heard of.
That's true, but like still William Dafoe still getting paid a lot. It's not like he's not getting paid that much doing these
Dude, I'm
indie
just
films.
saying
He's
that
still getting paid a lot.
there's some films where he's like, "Oh my god, I love this story so much that he's willing to fund the movie," so he becomes a production member too. It's amazing.
Yeah. Which then is still helping put him money in his pockets. But anyways, let's go to the next hot take. Actually, we'll continue off of that one. This might not be that too much of a hot take, but Spider-Man 2, you know what I'm saying? That one is
Oh, here it
overrated.
comes. Nope.
Is overrated. And because I'm just gonna put these two together actually. And Tom Holland, depending on how this Brand New Day movie goes, I feel like he will show why he is the best Spider-Man.
Like overall, I
I
think I think right now Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, just out of just the three movies that he's already. Well, yeah, no, he's only had two movies. No, he just out of the three
three.
movies he's had, yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely the best Spider-Man
Okay.
overall.
So I don't have to argue
But
that
dude,
part.
yeah, why do you think Spider-Man 2 is overrated? Like,
Okay.
are you telling me it's overrated as a Spider-Man movie, or is it overrated as a movie as a whole?
It's overrated as a movie as a whole, not as a
No,
Spider-Man movie. As a
no.
Spider-Man movie, it's a great movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not in my personal top three. I like the first one more, but it is a great movie. The
I think it's
reason why,
validated like the first one. Sorry for cutting you off, but dude,
no,
just
you're good.
genuinely to me, the second one is just gonna be the best Spider-Man. It's
I
out
don't
of
even think it's the best Spider-Man
out of
movie.
the original trilogy.
Out of okay, well, out of the original. The reason why I feel like that one is not the reason why because a lot of people say like you say a lot of people say it's the best Spider-Man movie. The reason why I don't have it up there as high as other people is because when watching the movie, I just feel like it's very comparable to the first one. Like, it just feels like you might be like Mitchell, it's a sequel, so obviously there's gonna be comparable things. But I just feel like the thing with Doc Ock becoming the villain, and then the way Spider-Man air quotes defeats Doc Ock. I don't like he didn't even really in that movie, he didn't really defeat Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus just took himself out with his own invention because I don't know, Spider-Man used jutsu on him and it worked. But I get why people like that movie. The shots of Spider-Man, the scenes of Spider-Man stopping the train. You know what I'm saying? Was that the movie where I don't think actually no. Was that the movie where we actually saw him like more do the Peter Parker stuff where he's like photographing Spider-Man, or was that the first one?
Yeah, that's for the second one.
Okay. Yeah, so I can understand why people say that's the best Spider-Man movie. I just feel like overall, even as like overall, even as a superhero movie, I just feel like it's just overrated. I don't think it's one of the best. Like when I hear this is honestly I could just tie this in with another take I have, but when I hear people say it's in the same levels as a a Winter Soldier, which I also think that's overrated, but
Bro,
I
no.
just I just can't I just don't know if I can put it on the level of like those movies. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Buddy, if I ever heard that from somebody saying this, I would have thought that they forgot that they had to make a list and they made a list in 2 minutes, bro.
No, I made this actually like 3 weeks ago. Like I
Yeah,
literally
I
made this like
know.
3 weeks ago.
That's the thing that
Nah,
makes me a little bit more frustrated, dude.
yes,
Doctor
bro.
Octopus, I'm gonna say it. I think he's definitely the second best villain in the entire like trilogy, but I think he's the second best villain in the or like the Spider Universe. Yeah, like second best Spider-Man in the universe, but behind or not Doctor Octopus, behind Green Goblin,
I
dude.
just feel like I feel like we had more. I get why you say that because he was like the more complete. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, and I'm not even gonna talk about Mysterio, but I feel like in Spider-Man 3, I feel like we had more potential with the Venom and excuse me and Sandman. I just feel like no
They should have just never
disrespect to
added
Sam
him.
Raimi, there was just too much. They should have never added like Green Harry Osborn's story, they should have just did that in a later movie, or they should have made Venom show up in the later movie. Because at least Harry Osborn, it was making sense. He was already shown like going mad in the beginning, and then at least Sandman, once again, he was already shown turning into Sandman at least somewhere near the beginning slash halfway point. But Venom literally came at the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider Man's at the church, you know, listening to the bells ring, and then you know what I'm saying? He's ripping the black goo off of him, and that dude for some reason is taking pictures and letting black glue just slap on his body. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why you would say he's the second best, but I look you feel like the Lizard and Vulture are underrated. Like when it comes to like
Bro,
villains in their
the Lizard.
yes, go back and watch
Bro,
that movie.
buddy,
Like
I
I
rewatched
feel
that
like
movie with Andrew, and I said no.
I feel like he goes stupid when he becomes a Lizard, which is the whole point. He's becoming like the monster, but I feel like I just feel like his reasoning of like I just feel like he had a better reason at the start. You know what I'm saying? Compared, actually not really, because Doctor
Oh, dude
Octopus
just wanted his arm back.
he was trying to make unlimited energy. Well, he was trying to help like multiple people missing limbs. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Doctor Octopus, never mind, he was trying to help with unlimited energy. So I can understand. I don't know. I just feel like, man, this might sound stupid, but I just feel like the Lizard was just more cool, man. Like I just gotta be real. He was more
Hey,
cool, more fearsome in his movie. He actually he didn't like this is one of the reasons why I love all the original movies, but it's just like the wins in the first two especially don't feel like they're valid. Like Green Goblin kills himself because Spider-Man does a backflip. Freaking Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Doctor Octopus takes himself out with his own invention. I just feel like those aren't rewarded wins for Spider-Man. It was more like because like, I watched those movies recently. Go back and watch those movies. He's not trying to kill him. He's not trying to kill any of those villains, and I'm not saying neither are any of the other Spider-Men, but they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to defeat him, and they're trying to defeat the villain and end up defeating the villain. The villain does not defeat themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like. That's why I said Lizard. That's why I said Lizard and the Vulture. But I'm not. I can't really hate. Doctor Ock was still good. Like that dude was killed in that role. So I can't really hate and say he
bro,
did
I'm
horrible.
saying, man. See, you're just backtracking on it being an overrated movie.
No, I still stand on what I say. It's still overrated, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Not bad.
I disagree.
Yeah, so
But
is
like I
Winter
said,
Soldier.
nah, bro. Nah, no, that's a topic for a different fucking story, bro. No,
Yeah, you
Winter
can go.
Soldier is a fucking great movie, dog.
Overrated.
Alrighty, which one haven't I done yet? I mean, you're definitely gonna disagree with me in this one. This one's just a biased take, but I said Osgood Perkins will become one of the best horror directors of all time, and everybody's gonna shit on me for it because I'll be honest with you, I just like the trilogy that he's made with Longlegs, the Monkey, and Keeper. Dude, I don't want to say I've loved all of them, but I have a deep foundation and love for it, dude. It's literally I'm just a cold classic guy for his movies, so you can literally disagree with me on this part, but I'm just gonna disagree with you. So there's no point in arguing about that one.
You said he will go back as the best horror director.
He'll become one of the best or greatest. Will become one of the best horror directors of all time.
Well, he said one of the best, so I can't really
Hmm.
argue with that. Plus, I've
Yeah.
never seen any of those movies. I didn't have
Hmm.
any interest in seeing a movie about a monkey, no disrespect. And Long Legs, I started watching that when it was on Hulu. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure it's still on Hulu. I started watching that, but then I stopped because my mom said go to the grocery store. But you know what I'm saying? So I can't really rebuttal this too much because I didn't watch those movies. So I guess that's for you jobs. That's you guys' job in the comments. You know,
Facts.
hate
Dude,
on
I already
him,
know.
agree
I
with
already know
him.
if we become big, bro. Everybody's gonna be like, "Shut the hell up." That's not true.
Yeah,
Those movies suck. I don't care. I love
I
those
don't know. I've
movies.
heard Long Legs was pretty good.
dude. Yeah, I like
That's
long
the only
legs,
one
but a lot of people,
I've heard.
dude, yeah, it's just a lot of people were. It was very really hyped up by the trailers, but if you put that up subside, the movie it creates a lot of tension, and a lot of people don't like it as much because the payoff of the tension doesn't really give as much as it was like promising. But dude,
Same
I don't
things.
care. I love the movie. I love the way that it was shot. I love the story that they went with it. And if they ever make a Long Legs 2, I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be there, first person to get the ticket and jerking my meat in the back of the theater, man.
Okay. Well, hopefully
Facts,
I can
bro.
remember to edit that part out.
No,
Sponge, I'm joking. I'm joking. I
never.
don't edit these. I mean, I do edit, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't do that much.
Oh, you don't edit?
SpongeBob.
N word? No, okay. What?
SpongeBob. My next one.
Mm,
SpongeBob. Is not a top 10 cartoon of all time. That's my next one.
I disagree.
I love the SpongeBob. The SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob SquarePants. It's great. It's iconic. You know what I'm saying? The yellow sponge is a legend. But the reason why I do not feel like it is a top 10 cartoon of all time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even including anime. So if anyone who's like, are you including anime? No, I'm not including anime. The reason why I don't feel like it's a top 10 cartoon of all time is because the same reason why people don't give the respect to Fairly Odd Parents. It lasted too long and it's still going on. It's way too long and we can't be just close our eyes, you know what I'm saying, and act like there aren't more seasons than the first 5 or 6 seasons or 3 that people glaze and say those seasons are peak though. Like no, you know what I'm saying? It's still going on to this day. I have to hate on some of the other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hate on any of, you know what I'm saying, the movies, you know what I'm saying, I grew up watching, but because that's not really a part of the show. But the show itself, it just lasted too long. It's not as funny. Like, I'm gonna be real. Every single time I see an episode just pop up, or even just a commercial just pop up, it just looks like if you're watching this show still, bro, you either eat crayons or
It's for
I don't know,
kids.
bro.
It's a show for kids. Why are you bringing up you
Bro,
eat crayons, man?
bro, yes. The reason why I'm saying that is, bro, it's a show for kids, but I can still go back and watch the original stuff and enjoy it. I can't watch this stuff. And I feel like in order for me to put you in that top tier, I'd rather watch your entire show or at least majority of your show. Because even people don't even say the majority of SpongeBob. They just say like the first 3 to 4 to 5 seasons. I
Dude,
would
the first
still
5 seasons, that's a decent amount of seasons, dog.
that's not the majority. You know how much seasons of there are
There's
of SpongeBob?
20.
That's exactly that. There's a lot of
Yeah,
seasons,
just
so
go back and watch the first 5.
I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. That's the reason why. It's just not that much. I need more. I need more. It lasted for too long. It's
Dude,
not a top 10 cartoon. I understand the impact it has, but
bro,
like honestly,
would you rather watch all of SpongeBob or all of Fairly Odd Parents? Because I
all of
swear to
Fairly
God,
Odd Parents.
no, you're bro. That's terrible, terrible, terrible,
No, it's a
dude.
short. It actually ended when it needed to, even though, you know what I'm saying. It should have ended before the dog even showed up, but it ended when it needed to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel even when I watched some of the episodes with the dog, it wasn't like the episodes were horrible. You know what I'm saying? With Chloe, when Chloe
Whoa,
got added, I was just
no.
like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not watching any of these episodes. But when the dog was there, and I'm not saying when I'm saying when the dog was there, I'm not saying the episodes where he was like a main character, and I'm saying like after he got introduced. It wasn't like those episodes because even in some of the episodes after he got introduced, it wasn't like he was like a main plot in those episodes. But yeah, I'd rather go back and watch Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents is underrated, but you know what I'm
Disagree.
saying.
It's
But
for a different
yes,
show,
I
though.
can honestly name like 5 cartoons better than SpongeBob right now. But
That's
if
not
you
10,
want,
though.
I can name 10. Like I'm being
Hey,
serious.
hit
I
me.
can name 10. Okay, bet. These are my 10 cartoons that are better than SpongeBob. Number 1, Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you don't agree, you eat crayon. Okay, I don't keep making those noises. I don't care. Number 2, Adventure Time. One of the greatest, bro. I'm just gonna. Number 2, Adventure Time. Number 3, Regular Show is better. Number 4, Danny Phantom is better. Number 5, Ben 10 is better. Number 6. Nah, I was about to say something crazy. They did not say that. Number 6.
I say it, bro.
Nah, I thought it was gonna be a troll. It was gonna be a troll.
Nah, bro.
I was gonna say the Loud House is better. And I was just
okay. Yeah, I would have just left this podcast and never talked to you again, bro.
Number 6, though, I don't care what anyone says. Steven Universe is better. Number 7, Gravity Falls is better. Number 8, this can I include Samurai Jack? Because unless Samurai Jack is an adult cartoon.
I would say that's an adult cartoon, though.
Or adult? Okay, then I won't include that. Number 8, F it. Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, no. Fairly Odd Parents. GG's. The list is done.
Fairly Odd Parents.
List is dead, bro. List is freaking dead, bro. This podcast is over, bro.
Powerpuff Girls, number 10, Dixie's Laboratory. Boom. Yes, sir.
Nah, it's crazy.
That would be my top 10. That would be my top 10. There's probably something I'm forgetting about, but from right now.
You hear that? That's his top 10.
Well, that's not my personal top 10, but that's my top. Oh, wait, no. My bad. Take out Fairly Odd Parents. No. Take out Fairly Odd Parents. Replace it with Teen Titans. I can't believe I almost forgot about that show. Teen Titans.
Well, that's his list. SpongeBob will always be on my list, dude. No matter what happens.
Glazer. Well, okay, that's my last take.
Adventure Time. One of the greatest.
I stopped, bro.
Break up, bro.
Well, Adventure Time is. You haven't
seen. Alrighty. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty sure. I'll just skip over this one because I said the Filippo brothers will become one of the legendary directors. Okay. That's just another hot take. It's the people that may bring her back and talk to me. I think they're never going to be stepping into boundaries sooner or later. But I said
something big.
The DCU.
I'm already about to walk away.
Will become better than the current Marvel.
Oh, okay. I was about to walk away. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why you're saying that, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't. You said wait. Well, actually, you said better than the current Marvel. So,
I mean like current and future.
Oh, so you're anticipating Doomsday, Secret Wars, the next Spider-Man movie, the X-Men movie. You're anticipating all those.
I mean all of them, dude.
Oh my god.
So that includes like all the miniseries and stuff too.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like currently for me, I'm more hyped about Batman 2. I'm more hyped
Batman
about
Beyond. Batman 2 is not part of the DCU.
Oh, fair enough. Batman Beyond. I'm excited for Lobo. I'm excited for Supergirl. Dude, it's just for me, like I'm more excited of what DCU is gonna dish out than like the only thing I'm excited for in the Marvel universe is gonna be the big Avengers movie. Other than that, I could care less about what
Spider-Man?
Dude, I'll be honest with you. They haven't released anything for it yet, but I'm just expecting them to make him your neighborhood-friendly Spider-Man, and I'm excited for it. I have excitement for it. But I'm just saying, as a whole, I could care less about everything else that's happening in the Marvel universe.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if I can agree with that. For me, it depends on how these two movies go. Right now, like I said, I love Superman. Superman is in my top 10 superhero movies of all time. I really feel like it is an underrated movie. No. I don't feel like it's underrated. Yeah, I feel like that's the word I meant. It's an underappreciated movie. It should have 1,000% hit over $1 billion. Like, it is a good movie. I feel like it's better than. This might shock some people, but I feel like, it's better than freaking the first Avengers movie, bro. Like, it is a.
No, it's fair, dude. The first Avengers movie is clunky.
Yeah. It's a really good movie. Superman is phenomenal phenomenal. Superman is
I don't know
really
about
good in that movie.
phenomenal.
Yeah, I said it wrong, but he is really, bro. That's the best Superman we ever seen. You said it. You said he was better than the Man of Steel one. Like
Oh,
he is.
100%. I'm just saying it's not phenomenal because in my terms, phenomenal was like nearly perfect, and I don't think it
I
was
feel like
nearly
he
perfect.
was. Like
No, I don't
I
think so.
literally feel like what did he do bad as Superman? What you said he was soft towards what's her name,
No,
Laura
no, I'm
Clark
not.
or whatever. I don't know her
No, I'm
name,
just
but
saying. I just don't think it's a near perfect movie. I think it's a great superhero movie, and it deserves to be up there. I just don't think it's nearly perfect. Because to me, like a nearly perfect superhero movie would be Infinity
no, no,
War.
no. I don't. No, my bad. I don't think it's nearly I don't think the movie's nearly perfect. My bad. My bad. I meant him
Yeah.
casted like he's the perfect. I feel like he's the
Oh,
perfect
Sam
cast for
Cornwell.
Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I meant. My
yeah.
bad. My bad. I didn't mean like the movie was perfect. No, but I
No,
feel
I
like
think he was a great
actor
choice.
wise,
I don't want to say he's a perfect choice because he. I need to see more. Like I don't.
yeah,
It
I
could
get
just
what
be
you're
one
saying.
good movie, and then next thing you notice, it's Batman versus Superman all over again. Uh,
No, that's not gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna happen. I
yeah, I
trust James
hope.
Gunn. That's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I trust James Gunn too. I swear to God, dude, if he releases Batman versus Superman and some shitty ass fucking Doomsday character, I will. Ooh, I will never watch
Bro.
another DC movie again.
Nah, I don't think we're. Hopefully, I don't think we're anywhere near the start of the. Not hopefully, but I don't think we're anywhere near the start of the Justice League. I do want to see the Justice League, but people are. I can understand why people don't want to see them. I just, if we do get the Justice League, I personally would rather get a movie of each individual before we get the Justice League movie because I don't want it to. I don't want it to be we get the Avengers and then we get the Hawkeye show and the Black Widow movie after those characters' stories are pretty much complete. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they did that, but
Cash grab.
I just don't. I'd rather have it before so we could like see the characters past. I don't know if I would count those as cash grabs, but I don't
Those were cash
personally.
grabs. Except for
I
Hawkeye.
mean,
Hawkeye was great.
yeah, I don't think Black Widow was a cash grab.
Dude,
I feel like,
yeah.
I
It
feel
was
like,
just a
I feel
terrible
like,
movie.
I feel like a cash grab is. I mean, we already talked about this, so I'm not gonna harp on this. But yeah, I'm not mad at that take. I don't agree with it like at all. I don't know if there's not a single superhero movie that's close to Infinity War for me. I'm just gonna be real. I mean, well, no, that's not true. The only one that's close is Logan and The Dark Knight. Those are the only two that are close to Infinity War for me. But other than that, there's not like another superhero movie that is
Wait, The
close.
Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Dude, wasn't that one of your hot takes?
No, no, it was. I said it was. They were overrated, but I was mainly harping on the Batman Begins, not The Dark Knight.
The trilogy?
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
yeah, I don't know. Have you seen Peacemaker?
No, I told you, dude, I don't watch shows.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah, Peacemaker is
Yeah,
pretty good. It's
yeah, I heard
people
it
are
was great.
yeah, people are also saying you will probably like the second season more than the first season, to be honest. But
I know it's
it
like
also
time, not time travel, but it's like multiverse thing, right?
well, people we don't know yet, but people are saying it's tying in with the next Superman movie. Like that's what people are guessing that it is because we already know the next Superman villain is Brainiac. We already know that, which I'm excited to see that. I'm gonna be real. I'm really excited to see Brainiac. Brainiac is like pretty much I if he does this right, he will pretty much be what Kang was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Other than the time travel aspect. But I really am
Don't worry,
excited
buddy.
for
I know
that.
what you're talking about. I'm part of the superhero club.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For
But was
context,
that your
superhero club is it's a little club me and Mitchell made in the third grade.
yes, sir.
Best of days. Feel bad for Jalen. We never let him in, even though he knew more about superheroes than us.
I mean, he was in. You know what I'm saying. He was in. I can't say he wasn't in, to be honest. But
Fair enough.
yeah, but
Oh yeah,
dang,
yeah.
is that your
I'm
last
pretty sure
take?
that.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that was all my takes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I wanted to end it there anyways. Okay, guys. Ending off with hot takes. Don't worry, guys. We will still get spicy for you guys later. You know what I'm saying? We still have more things cooking in the oven. And this is not the end of the episode. I don't know. I'm saying it like that, like it is. But the next thing I wanted to talk about, or next thing I wanted to do was, you know what I'm saying, to give some ratings on some of our favorite movies and shows. I'm just gonna bring this one up first because I wanted to talk about it later. I watched this movie, I think last weekend, but I'm just gonna bring it up now. Rating it off. I started first last time, last segment. You're starting off first this time. By the way, these are movies and shows and anime. By the way, so first one though we're gonna start off with is Whiplash.
Whiplash. I would say Whiplash is a 9 out of 10 movie. It's a great. It's honestly, dude. I'm gonna have to say not. Actually, no, because at some point Whiplash was in my top 10 movies of all time. Actually, no, I think it is in my top 10.
Yeah, you gave me your
So,
list. We talked about it already.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like 9.5. It's what I remember rating it. So that movie is amazing. Actors were Miles Teller killed it as a student drummer, and
Yep.
J.K. Dude, you, come on,
J.K.
man.
Rowlands or
His he's always great. So I'll give it
yeah.
to that. Yeah, I gotta say 9.5 for me out of 10.
This movie, I watched it with my mom. I'm not gonna lie to you. This movie, bro, is in my top 10 movies of all time. That
Yeah,
movie
man.
was so good, bro. I literally was watching it and I'm gonna be real. I liked the movie already, but I was hooked onto my seat as soon as he went to the coffee shop or whatever. He met up with that one girl and he was like, yeah, I'm breaking up with you because I feel like you're gonna resent me because of my dreams. As soon as he said that, I'm not gonna lie, that line just hit me, bro. And I was just like, go chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? And I loved that movie. I don't know if he was actually drumming on every single scene.
He
'Cause-
learned how to drum, but a lot of like the close-up shots is it's backup player.
Okay. But it was phenomenal, bro. It was great. I loved seeing the scenes where he's drumming, he's sticking his tongue out, and he's hitting the drums, and his fingers are just bleeding because by how much he wants to perfect his craft. When he brought up that one loser student who he was like, "Hey, you're gonna be drumming for now on this song," and he was like, "What? What are you talking about? I've been practicing the whole entire time. I'm a better drummer than this dude." And he goes out and shows why he's a better drummer than that dude. When it's the scene and all three of the drummers, you know what I'm saying, are competing to get to match the tempo of what J.K. Rowling is telling him uh to match, and you're just seeing like them all just sweat to do it, and then he's like, "That's my tempo, man, bro." That is just so
Faster.
good. The character, yes, bro. The characters, you know what I'm saying. The characters, everything is great. You know what I'm saying. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, he gets fired. I don't know why I keep saying, you know what I'm saying, but eventually the teacher loses his job. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god! Eventually, the teacher loses his
Bro.
job because the kid uh lets out that he is an abusive teacher, which he is an abusive teacher. He's like a drug, but at the same time, sometimes you just need that in your life, bro. I'm just gonna be.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes
It's
you
like
need that guy, that coach, that friend who is going to push you, support
huh?
you to the fullest. I'm not telling him to make you bleed, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you need that, bro. And really, it's in such an inspiring movie. It reminded me of when I watched that one. Oh my god, I'm so mad I can't remember the name of the movie, but that one anime movie that was like a running movie. I think it was called Runner. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Netflix. It reminded me of that, of how inspiring the story was, of how it shows you that like you can go to try to reach your dreams, but also like don't be over obsessed with it and lose everything in the in the
Process.
grand scheme of things. I don't know if I'm using that word
The
right time,
grand
but
scheme of things.
yeah, grand scheme of things. But I just really loved because when he got obsessed with drumming, and after he got in the accident, he called the girl up and he was like, "Hey, I'm about to go do this um thing. Can you come?" And the girl was like, "Yeah, I can. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my boyfriend." And just seeing how his smile just went away and all his confidence just went away in that scene, it just shows you like you're missing out. You are, yes, focus on your craft, reach your craft, grind on your craft, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't just get a girl and then just be like, "Hey, I got a girl, so see you later. I'm never hanging out with you guys anymore. I'm playing with these toys now." You know what I'm saying?
Nick.
Do
I'm kidding.
everything you need to do
I'm kidding, Nick.
and learn to have a
I'm
healthy
sorry.
balance. You know what I'm saying? The ending of that movie when he's like, "We're going to play this music," and he has the wrong sheets, and then he walks away. His dad hugs him. One of the probably the best dads I've ever seen in films. Like that dad, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a dad, but that dad is just so he supports his son. You know what I'm saying? Even after the accident, even after he told him to stop working with that psychopathic man, he still supported his son through that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's 100%
You know what I'm saying?
dad. I know I said it, but whatever. The point is, watch if you're not gonna watch the movie, bro. At least YouTube or go to Netflix and watch that last part where he's after he hugs his dad, he goes back and he just starts drumming, bro. I don't know if that was one shot. I don't think it was a one shot, but that was such a beautiful scene. Him drumming the drums, the band coming in. Yeah, I used to be in band, so this is why I'm kind of a not a nerd for it, but I kind of appreciate music. But it's just it was a beautiful scene, bro. That's one of the best scenes I've seen in a long time when it comes to watching movies. And I watched Wuthering Heights, but we'll talk about that after this. And yeah, I love that movie, bro. Top, it's in my top 10 now. Watch Whiplash. Oh, did I give my rating? 9.8. If I didn't get my rating, by the way. Next movie we're gonna talk about. I just said it, but Wuthering Heights, bro. We were supposed to talk about this earlier, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about it now.
Yeah, we
So
watched
me and
it.
Ray
Me and Mitchell made
watched
out.
it. We watched it on Thursday, Friday.
It was the day before Valentine's Day, if I recall.
Okay, so then it had to have been Friday. So we watched it on Friday. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a hater of romance movies. I am not, because some people, you know what I'm saying, might be like, "Man, you just don't like romance movies." A lot of my friends will say that I just don't like romance movies. But I am not a hater for romance. I just feel like it has to be done well, and it
Give us
was
an
not.
example, Mitchell.
Okay, give an example of a romance and well. Uh, sorry if I have to keep talking about this, but Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker and
but
Gwen Stacy. That is a relationship done well. Where
but that's not a romance by
yeah,
itself movie, Mitchell.
it's not a romance
Completely
by
different.
itself movie, but that's even my point. It's not even a romance by itself movie, but the romance in it felt real. And watching that movie,
Because it was real. They were dating.
the romance did not feel real in that movie. When I was watching that movie, there was a lot of parts that dragged on, a lot of parts that were just for pure shock value, and I did not feel like they were that good, especially near the end. Like I'm not even gonna talk about the end of that movie, but also I found out that like from based it's based off on a book. I knew that, but I found out that like the dude who played the dude, whatever his name is, it's supposed to be a black dude. That's what I found out. But in like every single adaptation, they changed him to a white man. That's just weird of one. But anyways, and it's not weird because they changed him to a white man, by the way, if anyone's not understanding what I'm saying. It's weird because the whole point of we actually get to learn about the boy And the whole point of the romance in the book was the boy, the like her brother, because she says her brother in the movie she says her brother dies, but in the book her brother's alive, and her brother is the one that treats him like a pet because he's black. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't come from a good family. Her brother is the one who treats him like a pet, and you know what I'm saying. She's the one who actually like nurtures over him and more of the friendly person, the more kind person, not of like a brat. The other thing I did not like in the movie was, by the way, I was watching a lot of reviews. People were saying the acting wasn't good. Like maybe you could say some parts it wasn't good, but I feel like the acting in the movie was pretty good. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
great.
Uh, I feel like the only issue I had with the acting was mainly at the beginning of the movie when the kids were acting. Great actors, like the kids were acting really great, but they were not acting like children at all. Like some of the speeches that little boy was saying, and I was just like, don't get it twisted. As kids, we are over dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I'm over dramatic, but even then, now I just watched that and I'm just like, bro, like, no, most kids aren't acting like this, bro.
Oh, you want them
You know
to
what I'm
say
saying?
6'7" and like pray?
No, I want them to stop speech. I want them to stop speaking like this is poetry. You know what I'm saying? With some of the love stuff they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But also when
Mitchell, the dialogue,
after
the book
the
was laid in like the 1800s, dog.
yeah, bro, I don't. The point is you can change it when you adapt something to a movie. Plenty of things have adapted books, comic, even just the Avengers movie. They have adapted them to the movies and changed dialogues of plenty characters, changed how plenty characters have acted, and people like it. It's better. That's what I'm saying. They should have made the kids act more like kids. I didn't feel like they were acting like kids at all. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. But
Well, I
going
mean, one
back
of them is
to,
rich, the other one got beat, dog.
you know what I'm saying? But even then, they still weren't acting like kids. Going back to, not going back, but going further on into the movie, when, like I said, I don't know that dude's name, but when he came back,
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, yeah, when Heathcliff came back, he was just such a one note character. Like, I thought he was going to come back. Like, the trailers made it feel like he was going to come back and not chase after her, which is what he did pretty much the entire time. It just felt like he had no other life out of it. He made they pretty much like when he first came back, she asked him, "So what did you do?" He said, "Wouldn't you like to know?" You know why they did that? Because it's lazy writing. They didn't have an idea of what he wanted to do. Even if in the books there was nothing that they didn't specifically say what he did, which I'm pretty sure, because like I said, I watched a lot of reviews on the book. I'm pretty sure they did mention what he was doing. They still should have came up with something. Like when they were like, "Were you a pirate?" Even that I would have been cool with because he had the gold tooth and everything. I would have been cool with seeing something like that. But it was they were like, "Bro, we don't care about Heathcliff. We don't care about this dude as a character. We just want him to be in sexy scenes with Harley Quinn, aka Margaret Robbie. That's all we care about, man. We don't
Who?
we don't care about his character,
Wait, who is Harley Quinn, Mitchell?
Margaret Robbie.
Margaret?
I I know I'm saying her name wrong, but you know who I'm talking about.
Margot?
Yeah. Anyways, I I did not like how one note of a character he is in a romance film or movie. You're both two lead cast characters cannot be one note. It will not feel like real romance if I'm only learning about what's that girl's name in the movie? I forgot her actor her name in the movie, but
Catherine.
Kath. It won't feel like real romance if we're getting so much on Catherine and she's pretty much making out with a plank. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, bro, it did not feel like real romance in that movie. They did not want to they did not want to build on the character of Heathcliff and actually make it seem like this dude has a life out of this. Even if they didn't mention what he did, I would have been at least happy with I bought the manor that our you know what I'm saying, that our dad raised us in. I would have at least been grateful is if he at least I don't know, made the manor look well. He was talking about how much money he had. He literally bought the place that they originally owned. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been great if he at least fixed up the place, did something well. But no, they didn't care about his character at all. They just wanted to have a movie with, I don't know, with shock value scenes, which, like I said, I'm not even gonna talk about those shock value scenes because they were just plain and simple bad. But yeah, the only good things I would say about this movie is the maid or the lady, I forgot her name, but the Asian lady in the movie, she was a good character, and so was um Catherine's husband, the one she married. But I just don't understand like anything of what they were trying to accomplish in that movie. My rating of that movie, I did say a 5 when I talked to Ray out of the movie, but like I said, after like eventually my ratings eventually change over time because I started thinking more about the movie. And yeah, especially after watching a lot of videos on the book, yeah, the movie, I'm gonna be real, I'm giving it from a 5, I'm moving it down to like a 4. I don't think it's
Hmm.
horrible, but
Hmm.
I don't think it's a movie I'm gonna be real. You should like. I don't feel like it's a movie you should use your money to watch in theaters. Wait until it comes out on streaming or like a DVD or something, and watch it there if you
Dang.
really, really want to. But I would
Well,
not recommend going to the
what's the
theaters
point of telling
to
people to go
watch that
back
movie.
to the theaters?
Because I want people to go back to the theaters and experience good films. That's why I'm telling people to go back to the theaters. I'm not telling people to go to the theaters and just spend their money. I that's what this podcast is. I want you to go to the theaters and watch good films. That's what I want you to do. Because imagine me as a podcaster telling you to go watch a movie in the theater that's doo doo. You're not gonna want to listen to anything I'm saying. Like, bro, I wouldn't want to listen to anything anyone is saying if they're
Hmm.
telling me that.
I'm just saying, go watch it in theaters and get your own opinion about it. Boom,
What's your rating on the movie?
a 6.
6. Nothing changed. Still
Nope.
6.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. The next one we have next. This is an anime. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. It's called Erased. What would you have to say about that?
Like a 6.
A 6. Are you gonna
Yeah.
talk about
Just,
the what it is
just that
about?
ending. That ending, I didn't like it that much. Feels like they just zoomed too much. Like the build up all the way to finding out who the killer was, great. It was amazing. But I just that ending to me killed it. Let me change that. It's not a 6. It's like a 6.5 or a 7.
Okay.
Just everything up
Um.
until the ending, I didn't. I loved it.
Yeah, that's how I. That was my mindset when I used to watch films and stuff. That because everything until the ending wasn't good, that I rate the show lower. But at the same time, this is a short show. It's not like my mindset. I'm more lean on something like Naruto, for example, that has like over 600 episodes, probably over 800. I don't know, but over like 600 episodes. I'm more lenient on something like that. That I don't feel like the ending in that was good at all. But for this, I probably would agree with you. Well, you said a 6.5. I'd probably go 7. I still feel like it was worth it to watch if you want to check it out. It's literally like 12 episodes, 11 episodes. I watched it with my cousins like 2 years ago, and this like you said you didn't like the ending. They loved it. You know what I'm saying? They loved it when I
Hmm.
watched it with them.
Mhm.
So it made me, see things like, oh, okay, well, obviously I can understand why they loved it. It wasn't like I said, it was actually good from start to finish, but it's just the ending. Yeah, like you said, it was just rushed. So I would give it like a 7 though.
Yeah, which is fair.
The next one I had is, oh no, not that one. The next one I had is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That's the first one, right?
That's the second one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, second one. I'll give you a troll number and I'll give you the real one. I'll give the movie a 4. Wasted my time. I was like, man, I'm so hyped for this just to find out it was a cliffhanger. But overall, I think the movie was maybe like an 8.
Hey, okay. I don't know if I can. I mean, you said that's your troll answer, so I guess I'm not gonna agree with you on that one. But yeah, I'd give it like a 7. Honestly, I'd give it that. I just I knew it was gonna be a cliffhanger ending movie, just like Infinity War. So I don't really think that hurt deducted any points for me. I just I'm just not a huge fan of Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate the dude, but I just feel like a lot of these movies, I don't even know if this is a hot take, but I feel like people I feel like people glaze the movies way more because the animation is really good. Because don't get it twisted. Great story, great, great
Wait.
twist at the end. Oh my god, great twist at the end when he was like in a whole different multiverse. You know what I'm saying? I loved it, but I don't know. When I was watching the movie, because this is something I do when I watch movies, I try to predict what is going to happen. I just feel like watching that movie, I was able to like predict pretty much everything in the movie. I just feel like that's what I felt like when I was watching the movie.
So you're gonna
But
give it a lower score because you predicted the movie?
no, not because of that. I just said I don't like Miles Morales. Like pretty much everything I said in the beginning. I don't like Miles Morales as much as other people. I and yeah, part of it also is yeah because I predicted the movie too.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, a 7. I mean, I don't feel like a 7 is a low score. That's still a good score
No, I
for the
just
movie.
mean you determine movies if you find out it's what happens or not.
No, I feel like if it's predictable plot, that's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Not if I find out what happened. If it's a predictable plot, but it's still like really good, then no. But the twist is in a movie where he's literally in different multiverses is that he's in a different multiverse at the end. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that's a huge twist, but yeah. Next movie I had was it, not the original, but I think
The
I
first
can't
one or
remember
the
what year
second
it came
one?
out. The second one, not like I said, not the
2018?
original. Yeah, 2018. Okay, that's what I assumed. I didn't want to say
Uh,
2019.
I don't know. I give it like a 7. I'm not the biggest It guy, so that's
You're
pretty good
not.
though.
Did you see? Oh, so you actually, so you probably haven't seen Welcome to Dairy.
Nope. Saw the first episode. Told you, man, I'm not a
Yeah,
big show guy.
yeah, that is true. You did say that. Yeah, I haven't. What do you call it? I haven't not seen this movie in a minute. But when I did watch it, I did actually enjoy it. But it was one of those movies like Chucky. Like I don't really. It wasn't scary to me when I watched it. It was more. I was laughing while watching it, but it's still like I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not scary at all. But I definitely would because I feel like that Pennywise is way more scarier than the original. Like just off of looks, you know what I'm saying? But I would say I would probably give it like honestly I would give it the same score. You
You
just give it a 7.
better.
The next one I have is Attack on Titan. Where would
Dude,
you rate Attack on Titan for
I'll
you?
be honest with you. Attack on Titan to me, I'm giving it a 7 because I'll be honest with you. I thought it was great the first watch, but it's just not a series that I'm willing to just go back and watch over and over again, you know?
No, I don't know. I
Like, I don't think
agree
it's
with it.
peak.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about at that point. Attack on Titan, I've said this plenty of times. It's in my top 10 anime of all time. I'm giving it a 9, like straight up a 9. It would have gotten more points if I didn't like a couple things that happened in like the couple of last episodes, but definitely I'm giving it a 9. A solid show. I would 1,000% go back and rewatch every single season. That's how good that show is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of things I had issues with in the ending, but phenomenal show. I don't just judge off the ending, especially when it's a longer running show. One of my favorite scenes in Attack on Titan to this day, everyone talks about the speech scene, you know what I'm saying? When Levi slices the Beast Titan's eyes and then slices his neck and all that crap, and he's throwing all those rocks. Everyone talks about that scene, and obviously, what's his name? Is it Edward? The leader of the group. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, but he's giving that speech while they're charging into battle, inspiring people to literally die. You know what I'm saying? That's how great of a leader he is. But yes, that is a great scene. That's not my favorite scene. My favorite scene in Attack on Titan is still the moment where we found out who the traitors were. That is when I talk about it's not predictable. You can predict it, and even if you did predict it, it is still a great twist. It was such a great twist when they revealed Reinar and I think his name is Bertrand. I don't forgot how to say his name. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen, but that dude's been dead for a minute,
You
so I don't
have
know his name.
botched every
But
single name.
yeah, I'm gonna be real sorry, guys. Y'all already know this. I said this from the first episode. I don't really care. But that dude,
I don't know,
when
man. I
that
think you should
twist
care.
happened, when that twist happened, it was, bro. I was, bro. When I paused the episode, like I know when I'm watching something, there's like three things that happen to me. I'm not gonna name the third thing, but the first thing is I would either pause the episode, you know what I'm saying, and just start ranting, and then the second thing is I'll stand up, you know what I'm saying, while watching it and get hype. But the third thing, actually, wait, I was about to name. I'm not naming it, but that moment when it happened, bro, I was just I paused the episode. I did all three, bro. I paused the episode and it was just ranting for like 15 minutes. And I didn't at the point in time when I was watching the show, it was like during COVID. It was like right before the final season, air quotes, because it wasn't really the final season, came out. And I literally was like ranting with it to like all my friends pretty much every single time uh we were in a call together. And even when I talked to my sister, because I don't know if she finished it, but she was watching it like a year ago, and we talked. Like I asked her, "Did you get to the traitor scene where they reviewed who the traitors are?" And she was like, "Yes, we were, bro. We were arguing about how much we hated Reinar and Bertrand, however you say his name. We were arguing so much how much we hated those two characters. But at the end of the day, after I finish the show, I'm gonna be real. Reinar is probably the best character in Attack on Titan. Um, but yeah, I would definitely would give it a 9. If you have not seen Attack on Titan, bro, I don't know what you're doing. Please give yourself a favor and watch that show. Next one. I haven't seen this movie. I just put it here because I think you've seen it. Parasite.
The Asian one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I watched it and I watched it when I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not giving it a proper rating. That's
Okay.
pretty good
Okay.
though. I'll be honest with
That's
you. It was pretty good.
respectable. Okay. Next one then.
Wait, why do you think why did you assume I've seen it before?
No, that actually sounds
Nah,
crazy. It's not
nah. What do
because
you
you're
mean,
Asian.
dude?
It's not because you're Asian. That's not why I assumed you
Okay,
watched it
okay.
before. I just assumed you watched it. But honestly, I don't know why. I just assumed. That's literally the only reason I placed it there. The other one I'll put
No,
here, Avengers: Infinity War.
no. 9.5.
Okay, that's the highest one you gave out so far.
Yeah, I
Actually, no.
mean,
I think no. Actually, that was yeah.
I consider it the best superhero movie as of right now.
As of right now, do you think what's your top three? Actually,
Top three: Infinity War, Shang-Chi.
you're
I'm
trolling.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
was about to
kidding.
walk away. Okay, okay, good, good.
No, it's yeah, Infinity War. I mean, are we including DCU or just Marvel?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, then yeah, Infinity War, and then it'll become The Dark Knight, and then I'll give it to what was it? Civil War.
Yeah, that used to be my top three. Um, Civil War is really good though. Yeah, Infinity War, bro, another movie. If you have never even seen any Marvel movies, watch at least do yourself a favor. You might be confused, but at least watch the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like every single Avengers movie. If you want to at least watch Infinity War, you know what I'm saying? But I need to stop saying that. Actually, that time I just said it as a troll.
Yeah,
But
you just say, Mitchell. I don't want to say anything, brother, but you've been repeating the same exact thing for every other movie.
what you
It's
mean?
like, yeah, if you haven't watched Attack on Titan, if you haven't watched if you haven't
I
watched
said it
the
for two
race,
movies.
bro, you said it for a race, you said it for the first movie you talked about, and you said it
I
about the
just
past two movies.
I didn't
Yes,
say
you
it for a
did.
race. I just said I said
Yes, you
it's a
did.
good
You
show if
did
you
say
haven't
it for a
seen it.
race. I swear.
Oh, okay, I don't remember. But they're still the point is they're good stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, just check it out. But Infinity War, I would give it. Yeah, I'll probably give it like a. I'll probably give it like a 9 point. Like I don't know, cause yeah, I'll probably give it like a 9.6. Like literally just run right above you. I don't know, cause I feel like for a superhero movie, it just it's honestly I might give it a 10. I just feel like it's a perfect movie. Not only is
That
it a perfect movie, it's balanced well. Like there are so many characters in that movie. I'm going from Wakanda, Africa, to the
Wakanda,
USA, New
Africa.
York, to freaking outer space, Thor, man, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Like we're seeing so much in one movie. It doesn't feel rushed. All of the characters are acting like they should. It's not like these Avengers and Fit Endgame where we're seeing Thor acting way too goofy. You know what I'm saying? There's just it's just so good, bro. It's a good movie, and yeah, 9.7. The next one I'll do is this will just be the last one. Um, I want to know your thoughts on this one, Joker, the first one.
The first one, I'll be honest with you. When it first came out, I used to be a hater just because I was like, "Ah, I don't care about the Joker. Everybody's dressing up as the Joker. Y'all are cringe, man." And I watched it for
Yeah,
the first time and I was like, wow,
people
this
do
movie's
listen.
great. And then I rewatched it after watching the shitty second one. And I was like, wow, this movie's great. So I'll give the movie. I'm not going crazy on it because I still think that the movie had a couple flaws.
Yeah,
But I'm giving it like an 8.5.
yeah, I was going shooting around that same time. I definitely feel like the first Joker movie is a really good movie. The the only reason why I feel like I'm not gonna say this taints the first one, but I just don't understand why they made the second one a musical. That's all I need to know. It once someone can like give me a valid reason, don't just tell me Lady Gaga was in it. I need to know like an actual valid reason of why they decided to go that direction with it. Because the ending of the movie when they revealed that he is not the real Joker is a good twist. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it was not predictable, but it was still a good twist. But it wasn't worth it for that movie not being that well. But this is not about that one. It's about the first one. I'm giving the first one around where you gave it. I'd probably give it a little bit more, 8.8. That's where I would give it. Great movie. I really wish around that time when it came out, I would have watched it in theaters because I feel like I would have appreciated it way more instead of me watching it in my bed late at night. It
Yeah, with
was,
your pants and your hand in your pants,
but it was
jerking
a
in the
great
blanket.
movie. Um, yeah, great movie. So that's it for that. I still have a whole bunch of shows on there left, but we can do that later down the line. Actually, wait. Actually, no, I don't think you've seen this, so never mind then. We'll
What
just
is
end it
it?
there.
Hit
I
me,
was gonna say
man.
villains. I was gonna say
Which one?
Vinland Saga. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
both seasons?
I'm never gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. I was mainly going to talk about that because one of my friends said they're going to start watching it. They're currently watching Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter
Um,
Hunter.
I'm always going to say Hunter x Hunter, bro. I'm just going to be real. I'm always going to say Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, they
I'm
said they're
always
going to
gonna
check it
correct
out.
you.
They said they're going to watch Villain Saga after it, and I was like, yeah, bro. Villain Saga for me, that's in my top 10 right now. And I've only seen the 2 seasons. I know them. I'm pretty sure the manga's done, but yeah, I can't wait for more. But yeah, we'll just end it there with the ratings. And the last thing we can just talk about is what have you seen? Since we've been gone for a week. Sorry, yeah, I should have brought this up in the first part of the episode. Sorry for taking that break, guys. It was not supposed to happen at all. And hopefully, if we do take another break, we tell you guys beforehand. That there won't be an episode that week because there was a few people hit me up saying, well, "Hey, Brown, where's the episode?" You know what I'm saying? I want to comment and like on your video, but there's no episode out. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
making that up, by the way. But
Hey
anyways,
buddy, your sister don't count.
no, it wasn't my sister. But
No, I'm kidding.
anyways, what was some things you watched? Because I have watched a lot of things that I want to talk about. So what are some things?
Uh, so again, this time around, I didn't really watch anything in the theaters because I've been busy. I've been back at the gym, so constantly on that. Um, I remember I watched Cuckoo, which is a horror movie with I forgot her name, but she was from Euphoria. But movie was great. Not spoiling anything. I'm not gonna go too much into detail with it.
Okay.
Um, I rewatched Hard
When did it
Eyes
come
with Olivia
out?
Holton, 2024.
Okay.
I watched Hard Eyes, which came out 25, I believe. I was just bored, so I put it on. And
Yeah, I've heard of that, but I never watched it.
yeah. And other than that, I just watched YouTube and went to the gym. That's all I did.
Okay. Um, this week I watched. I pretty sure I did this last episode near the end of it, but yeah, I'm starting my anime grind, so I'm behind on a lot of things. So anyone recommendations, throw them down. But I'm starting Doctor Stone because the official last season is supposed to be coming out, I think, in April or March. But I'm starting that right now. Well, I'm starting the season 3. You know what I'm saying? Where they're in the United States, and I'm gonna be real. It's pretty good right now. I don't know why people sleep on Doctor Stone, man. I really don't understand why people sleep on it. It's a good story with good characters. I don't understand why people sleep on it, especially people who are in the anime community, where a lot of them just say it's mid, but then they watch Solo Leveling and glaze it. But
That's
anyways,
true.
but anyways, yeah, check out Doctor Stone if you just like a good show about helping the world go back to normal. Next thing I watched was, well, we already talked about this, but Whiplash. I watched that. Not gonna go too into detail about it, but yes, it is officially in my top 10 of movies. Don't ask me what my top 10 of movies are, but yeah, I know for a fact if I made a list, Scream, Avengers Infinity War,
Buddy, you
and
just said no.
Whiplash.
You just said nobody should ask.
I was naming three. That's all I was about to name. And
Bro,
that's all I was about to
everybody
say.
else gonna fill it
Those
out.
three, those three, Whiplash would 1,000% be in my top 10. But yeah, great film, great acting. The next one I watched was I, Tanya. I watched that movie because I was watching this YouTuber. He's a doctor YouTuber. Don't ask me what his name is. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember right now. But yeah, I was watching him, and it was pretty much about sport injuries. And I, Tanya's about this girl Tanya who is an ice skater. That's all she knows. And Margot Robbie, or is it Robbie? I don't feel like it's Robbie. I thought it was whatever. My
It's
bad,
Margot
Margot.
Robbie.
Okay, yeah, Margot Robbie. My bad, but she killed it in that movie. Was great as Tanya. Uh, there was a lot of times that I would have to like look at the screen, like my eyes, because this is an older movie. So when I was watching the movie, I could just tell the CGI was just not CGIing. But yeah, when she was skating, there obviously were some scenes where they used an actual professional Olympic skaters, which yeah, the skating was done well. The CGI for its time, it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It was not bad. This it They were really beautiful scenes of just the skating in general, which I liked. It was also kind of like a comedy too. It was like a mockumentary, I guess you can kind of say, but it was more of a documentary of pretty much how she wanted to be an Olympic skater, but it all went downhill when her ex husband attacked and another not he didn't attack her, but he set up an attack to pretty much injure someone else, one of her competitors, which then hurt her entire reputation. Great movie if you haven't seen it. It made you really feel for a character like that, and I'm not gonna say you wanted to see her win because I didn't. No disrespect, but I definitely felt like what happened to her should have not happened to her. Like, if you haven't seen the movie, I won't spoil. But yeah, well, I mean, it's also real life. But anyways, the last thing I watched was
Pretty sure you already
uh,
spoiled it. You said in the beginning.
what did I
So
say?
what happened to her,
What did I say? What happened to her?
bro? Oh, you said her husband, her ex, attacked her.
No, I said her competitor. She didn't. Her ex husband didn't attack her. It was her competitor. Um, but the next movie I watched, by the way, I watched it on like Tubi because Tubi's been releasing some bangers. The next thing I watched was American History X. I watched that on Tubi too, by the way, and it was the actor who played in Fight Club, not Brad Pitt, and he also played in The Incredible Hulk, not American Hulk, but yeah, pretty much about this dude who's a neo-Nazi, uh, really racist. You know what I'm saying in that movie, and he goes to prison, and while he's in prison, he realizes that like him being a neo-Nazi, it's not he realizes that it's not the black people that are the enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's not the foreigners, it's not the people who are coming in and stealing our jobs, as he said in the movie, by the way, uh, are the enemy. It was just everyone is bad. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is bad. The neo-Nazi people are bad. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
The
I'm saying?
the My bad. But everyone in the movie, there is no race or religion or gender or whatever you want to go down the line that is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my god, like there is no human are perfect. Pretty much, like, what is the movie really trying to say? And after he gets released from prison, him and this black dude, he becomes friends with a black guy in prison, and he leaves, and he's like, "I won't forget about you. I hope you get out." And when he gets out, everyone around him, he has completely like made a rise of the neo-Nazi in, I think it was San Francisco. My bad if I'm not saying this right, or San Diego. It was somewhere in California, but he pretty much like when he because actually I'm not gonna spoil the beginning, but he pretty much led a rise of neo Nazis in California. And they were all like, when he came back after, yeah, we can continue the movement. We can do something bigger. Because him going into prison and then coming out made it seem like this is a movement worth fighting for. But he came out, and what really made him change was seeing his little brother, the influence of his little brother, how he influenced his little brother to go down that same route. And he was just he did not he said this plenty of times in the movie, but he was too blind to see it until he got released from prison. But he did not want his brother to go down the same route he did. That was just what he was preaching. That was his values. And we see it uh great, by the way, in the movie. The movie starts off black and white, but it's not a black and white film. It's just when they are talking about past events, it's all in black and white. So every single time we're doing flashbacks, in the movie, they're all in black and white. So when one of the scenes, you know what I'm saying, one of the scenes where we pretty much see how this starts is it's just something little as he's pretty much talking about he started this new assignment at school where he's reading this book about this black person, you know what I'm saying, because they got a new teacher.
Oh,
And um what
you said no. I'm
you
just
know what I'm
counting.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
yeah, just keep counting. But pretty much he's dang, you made me lose my okay, yeah, no, I remember now. He's talking to his family about this book and how he is like so excited to learn about this, but it's hard and struggling for him to get it. And his dad is just like, everything that teacher is teaching you, you don't have to agree with everything he's saying. And he's like, yeah, I know, Dad. By the way, he was he was a very smart kid, and he's still smart in the present time. He just went down a bad path. But he's talking with his dad, and his dad is like, do you get what I'm saying, son? And he's like, yeah, Dad, I get what you're saying. And then he was like, no, we don't have to. We do not let the. He said the N word hard R. I'm not going to say that on my podcast, but he said, do not let blank change your values, and do not let those monkeys make you pretty much not let those monkeys change how you think. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to listen to them. That's what he said, bro. So calm down. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not saying that. That's what he said. And I was just like, that's how some of it is for some people. In that movie, they're obviously showing uh is it nurture? That's nurture, right? Nature versus nurture, or is it nature? I don't remember the difference at the moment right now. Like nature versus nurture. Is nature how you're raised, and then nurture is the people around you, or is nurture how you're raised and nature
Nurture
is
is how you were
everyone around you?
raised.
Okay, yeah, nurture. Then I was right, yeah. And it's pretty much showing like nature versus nurture, how that little comment that he put onto his son, and and pretty much
Hey,
not
Mitchell.
just that, but it just
Mitchell.
changed his entire views. What?
I really don't want to hate on you, brother, but you've been going on about this movie for a little bit now, dog.
Bro, I don't care. It's our podcast, bro. We can talk about whatever. Anyways,
Bro.
that little point just changed his entire views. Not it didn't change his entire views, but it was just a little seed that his dad planted into his head that showed. I'm trying to talk about something real right now, Ray. I'm just being real. That's why I'm going deep into this. Like, yeah, we are a movie podcast, but I'm also trying to educate the viewers, So that's why I'm going deeper into this and not just saying, "Oh, it's a good movie, so and so, watch the movie." I'm trying to actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, trying to be mean or anything, but I'm just saying that's why I'm going deeper into this. But pretty much that is why, what I'm saying, that little seed is something that he planted to his son's head, to where it started that, and he just kept growing and growing. And you see when his brother is watching his dad say that to his older brother, he's like, okay, this is what my brother is agreeing with. Maybe this is the right thing to do. But obviously the brother knows that's not the right thing to do. And I also like it because his father was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he was racist, but the mom wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter wasn't like that either. So it's obviously just something that's just inside certain just weirdos. And yeah, American History X, if you haven't seen it, it's a really good film on Tubi. Check it out. But yeah, that was my last one. I had to say nothing pretty much else after that. Oh wait, one more thing before that. Well, that was my last movie I watched. But another thing I want to say is just some news in the, I guess, media world. If you guys don't know, I'm about to tell you right now, but Tubi is like I said, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Tubi because they're adding a lot of good shows you can watch for free. And yeah, I heard that they're adding like a lot of like old Cartoon Network and Boomerang shows on the platform. So I don't know if you guys just are feeling nostalgic and want to go back and watch some of your favorite cartoon shows. Check it out. I'm pretty sure they're adding them on March 1st, if I'm not mistaken. But that was it. We're gonna wrap it up there. Shout out to my boy Ray,
I'm about to be knocked out.
and we'll see you guys next week, hopefully. See you.